Now from a field that will host Super Bowl 58 come February, there's a good look inside Allegiant Stadium just off the 15 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Out of the end zone, it's Tutu Atwell. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Ready, set!
A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones.
Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2. Play action this time with Love.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go, here we go,
Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10.
At their own 22. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Michael Mayer, his intended receiver.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, look at this Packers defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, that is a confidence builder and a trust builder on both sides. And what I mean by that is coaching staff putting together a game plan, players executing it. Now both of them are in sync.
Garoppolo. That's to a man who's used to catching passes in the green and gold, Devontae Adams. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Whoa.
That's a gain of 7.
Now the NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Josh Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. The Raiders had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, fan, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now they pitch to Jacobs. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 53 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker.
And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
Go.
Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick-6. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
21. 65. 11.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope it didn't come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Garoppolo to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
You look at this Raiders defense.
There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Packers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL.
Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo.
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders 33. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2. Love with it.
That is caught. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
And Garoppolo's going to change the play.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they get 5 there on 4th and 3.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down at a yard. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
York now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Add one, tell me one, see that we're wrapped.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Okay, break.
Following the interception, Love. To the left side, there's the tight end, Musgrave.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground. The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
On 2nd down, Love once more. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage.
Touchdown!
Christian Watson.
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes this 35-0 now.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's and this throw brought in here by Mayer.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today. But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line. Here we go, here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Garoppolo. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 7.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Off the play fake, Love.